Welcome back to the channel. We talk a lot about direct sales, but how do you actually do that? Let's find out. Step 1, choose your e-commerce solution. So Lulu Direct integrates with Wix, WooCommerce, and Shopify. If you already have a website, you're going to want to use whatever is compatible with that. So if you have a WordPress website, you're going to want to use WooCommerce. If you haven't built your website yet, it's just going to depend on what you're looking for. So if you need customization, if you'd rather have templates, if you want customer support, if you want out-of-the-box solutions, think about what matters to you and then take some time to research what's out there. We actually have a whole podcast, Publish and Prosper, that you can look at, episode 31, and that'll be your 7-step guide to setting up your store, so be sure to check that out. Step 2 is setting up your book files. Create a free Lulu account, and from there, you'll be able to access your Lulu Direct dashboard where you can see all of your products and sales data. Then upload your completed book to Lulu. So when you come to Lulu, you're going to want to have your book completely done, and you'll need 2 PDF files. So one for your interior file and one for your cover file. You don't have to order a proof copy when you're selling direct, but you better. You want to be the one that finds any problems, not your readers. Plus, it's a great way to test the customer journey. The customer journey just means the pathway that someone takes to buy your book. So when they land on your homepage and then go to find your book and add it to the cart, it's great if you go through that process to make sure there aren't any hiccups or there's no kind of friction along the way. You want to make it as easy as possible to find and buy your books. If you're selling multiple versions of the same product, so paperback, hardcover, coil bound, etc., then you can use variants and set them up in your direct dashboard and sell all of them on your store. Lulu Direct does not support ebook or audiobook sales, but there are a ton of integrations that you can use to help you facilitate that. Step 3, setting up your store. Listen to Publish and Prosper episode 39 for a deep dive into how to do all this, but here are some high-level things to be aware of when setting up your store. Collecting sales tags. So this is a big one. We get asked questions about this all the time, and you'll hear it from me first. We are not sales tax professionals. Look at the e-commerce platform you're using, and they should have some resources for you about how to handle taxes or talk to a professional. Notable, Lulu does collect sales tax on all our transactions as required by law. You'll also need to map your shipping. This is another thing that can be confusing to people, but we have a lot of resources on how to do that. You can match Lulu's shipping options if you want, but this just means what options do you want to provide to your customers for shipping rates when they buy your books. This does not mean that you are responsible for shipping orders. Lulu will print and fulfill all of the orders that come through, but you will have to have options available to your readers for how fast they want to get their books. All right, here is how it's actually going to work when you're set up with Lulu Direct. A customer will come to your website and buy your book. The customer will pay you. At the same time, you will pay Lulu for the manufacturing cost of the book. The order is sent to Lulu to print and fulfill, and then we will ship out the order to your reader. FAQ time! Does Lulu contact my customers? Should I do that in a different voice? Does Lulu contact my customers? Is that a good voice? Is that what you're doing? A phone sign? Bring! Does Lulu contact my customers? No. Why would we do that? They're your customers. Lulu Direct is completely white labeled, so that means your branding is on the packing slip and no one even has to know that we work together. Who is responsible for handling customer or order issues? You are, my guy. You are the business owner. We are just the service provider for the books, so you handle all customer-facing issues or any order problems that come up, but we do have a wonderful support team at Lulu, so if you have any questions, you can reach out to us and we'll be happy to help you assist your customer and make it right. We'll put some links in the description on setting up a customer service strategy if you haven't thought about that. Doing some simple things like setting up an FAQ page, letting folks know how to contact you and when you'll be available, or when they can expect their order to arrive. All of that can be really helpful in saving you and your customers and readers time. How do I decide what to charge my customers? Up to you. So this just depends on what your goals are for your book. If you're using your book as a lead generation tool, then you may want to price it a little bit lower so it's more accessible. If you're using it to drive revenue, then you might want to go a little bit higher, but still keeping within a good range for your topic or genre. You can use Lulu's pricing calculator to figure out how much your book is going to cost per unit and figure out a pricing structure that's right for you. We also have revenue calculators so you can see how much you can make per sale and set the right price depending on what your goals are. Does Lulu take any revenue from the sale? Nope. That's all for you. And we love that for you. So we talk a lot about how direct sales can help you grow your brand and how it's kind of a marketing strategy. And you may be asking, what does marketing have to do with direct sales? If you're selling your books through a third-party retailer like Amazon or even the Lulu bookstore, you can see that you made a sale, and that is very exciting, but you can't see who bought your book. So you're kind of limited in how to foster that relationship. When you sell directly through your own website, you can own the customer journey. You can ask them to sign up for your email list. You can thank them for buying your book, tell them you have another one coming out, and get that information about them so you can understand who is really resonating with your content and connect with them on future projects that you might have. You don't have to shift your entire marketing strategy overnight. So if you are using third-party retailers, that's more algorithm-based. So there are things that you can do to kind of boost your rankings and all of that. But when you're selling direct, you're moving more towards relationship marketing where you can talk to your customers and really start building a community. So the best marketing kind of shifts from algorithmic marketing to relationship marketing, and that's really where you want to be. Also, keep in mind that selling direct or selling on retail sites is not either or. You can create whatever ecosystem is going to work best for you and your readers. So what should you do with customer data once you have it? Encourage them to sign up for your email list. Email lists are so important. It's such a great tool for marketing and building relationships and community, but that's a great way to use that customer data. You'll get those emails, so say thank you for buying my book. Say, hey, I have another book coming out. What did you think about my book? But a good way for you to introduce them to other content and, again, build that community and that relationship and that trust. You can also use this data to make better decisions about your marketing. So seeing who is buying your books, maybe you see a spike in direct sales after you run some certain social media ads, or you're on a podcast, or you do a guest article. So paying attention to your social media efforts and how that relates to your website traffic and your sales can help you market smarter, not harder. And that's how you sell direct. Head to lulu.com today to create your free account to start selling direct. Leave any questions or comments you have down below, and we'll see you next time.